Rob Lee.
Hello.
Hello.
It's Tuesday, we've just done our sprint planning, what we're doing this week. A little bit all over the place, so got to wrap up some of the Wooloop DLC stuff, just a little bit of QA and level fixes for that. Bit ahead of schedule that though, so that's good to get that tied away, and then I'm moving on to Hexseed, just making a start on that next DLC as well. Other than that though, it's mostly Coloring Voxels we use too.
Yeah, we want to get the editor working again, so we can get the levels are imported, so that we can get the medieval world out to the Patreons. That's really good. And then I know, Jack, you've got to start on the Gothic DLC.
The Gothic DLC, yes.
Yeah, for Coloring Voxels. So that's going to be really good. I know that you really like the art style, so...
100%.
Yeah.
Just started today with completing the Wooloop DLC stuff, so QA'd the last of Rob's levels, already made some fixes and they're finished already, so that's good. As well as that, fixing the pushbacks that Rob made on a couple of my levels as well. So yeah, they're ready to be checked again, and fingers crossed that'll be this DLC ready to go. And we're quite ahead of schedule for that, as I said, so that's pretty good. Other than that, just a bit of a sidestep. Wasn't planning on doing it today, but it was brought up in the Discord, and this is the translation table for Coloring Voxels. So a little bit different than what we did last time. Mostly the same, to be fair, for the schedule range and everything else, but as you can see, some of these cells are highlighted in green, and that just indicates that that cell has been edited by anybody. So quite simply set up a table with all the data in. This is taken directly from the game files. This is locked, no one can edit this one, and then the community translations is where anyone can make edits to these fields here, and any edits that do get made, we'll be able to see quite easily that that field's been edited. So yeah, thanks to anybody who's jumping in and helping out with this. This will be live up until the actual release of the game, and probably a bit longer, so if you're interested, jump to the Discord, we've got links there, and you can have a look at the translations as well.
Yeah, okay, so more work on the level editor, the world editor really, for Coloring Voxels. So yeah, just basically just trying to improve on the stuff that we had last week. A few improvements that I had today are when you actually press the edit level button, something's actually rendered, which is quite cool. So let's jump into the coconut level here. It takes a few seconds, but now it should actually render the cubes of that level. There we go, okay. And then we've got this little drop down here that shows up all of the colours. This is now a drop down, and it's a lot more efficient as well. Before it would basically just kill the engine, kill Unity while it was calculating all of these voxel numbers. But now it only does it whenever you change any of the properties or anything like that. So it's all cached, which is really nice. And the back end of this sort of like drawing cubes for the world is all sort of broken up, so I'm going to add buttons here next to each colour, so you can basically toggle which colours are visible, so you can easily identify, okay, number 3 here is the water, and things like that. So that's the next step. Fingers crossed I should be able to get that done pretty shortly.
Okay, so I've been continuing my work on the Gothic DLC. I don't think I've shown this image off yet, I hope not. This is sort of like actually I think I have shown this image. So I've been working on this new one here, another stained glass image, and I thought this was a great opportunity to add one in. I know people like these ones, and obviously there's quite a lot of stained glass I can do for Gothic. I'm not going to overdo it, but I sort of went for a bit more of a darker sort of design for this one, a bit more of like a red. I don't think I've used red in my stained glass images before, so this one's definitely a standout. I did originally have a background added as well. You can see here the remnants of it, but it just overcomplicated the image, so I actually decided to keep it out. As for now, I'm actually working on a different image. Where was it gone? This is actually a real-life church called the Tin Church. It's in Prague, I think. Obviously, when it comes to Gothic stuff, there's a lot of like vibes and like dark, spooky vibes to it as well. But I want to cover some architecture as well, and most importantly. So this one's taken a while. I'm trying to get every detail in here. I'm sure I'll put a little screenshot here to the right of Tin Church. I'll put it in Trello for you, Lee. But yeah, it's getting there. Still a while to go, but hopefully I can get it done fairly quickly. But as for now, I'm going to jump over and do some switch testing.
Okay, I should have done this before we set the Hoover going, but progress on the editor. So now you can select a level. Let's go into the volcano world. Probably shouldn't have done that. It's the biggest level, isn't it? And yeah, now you can expand the colours here, and you can toggle which colours are visible and which aren't. So if we like toggle that one, that's the floor there. I'm not sure what that is. It might be something inside. that bit's the grass. That's the water there. You can see big chunks coming out. And this is really useful because now it means that we can easily identify which colour is the water, and then we can go ahead and just drag and drop the water in there, the water material in there, which is really cool. So now you can see that this is the material that moves up and down with the water, and that's just kind of what we want. We just really want to streamline this process, because before we would have to like basically do a build, then load the level, and then note down all the numbers and stuff. It was really slow. But yeah, now we should just be able to quite easily just identify which ones need replacing. So the clouds here are purple to be obvious, to make it easy for us to change. Swap that out with cloud 1, and then I assume this other pink one is cloud 2. Yeah, there you go, much better. Now you can see these are slightly translucent.
Just all today has been Hexseed levels, just sort of plodding on with that, but I'll take a little sidestep to do some other tasks. So as you see here, Wooloop doing the last of the QA for the State Lines DLC. I've had a couple of fixes, just playtest those levels, and they all seem good. As well as that, the bonus gallery has a new level that's just gone out for free. So that level got playtested yesterday, but I just added the achievement to the game. I made the announcement to go live as well. And there you go, you can see, like the other game announcements, it's got the little view button up in the top right. I won't click that because it's actually recording a statistic for how many people press the button. But that links directly to the store page for Coloring Voxels as well. So yeah, that is all the Wooloop tasks done. I'm going to head over to yeah, this sort of stuff. We have Jack set up the stuff for the next Coloring Pixels DLC store page. I'm going to get that set up, get the store page sent off for that as well, just so we can get reviewed over the weekend and ready for next week.
Yeah, okay, so I just recorded like a 5-minute video explaining the marketing meeting me and Lee just had. Jack did chip in at the end. But yeah, I forgot to press record, so yeah. And it's like 45 degrees or something in here, and it's just the worst. But yeah, long story short, we're gonna do a few things around the launch of Coloring Voxels. So the game comes out on the 15th, big launch post, all of that stuff. We're gonna do Coloring Pixels bonus levels, releasing for free on the Friday and the Monday of that week. We'll also do a Wooloop bonus level on the Wednesday, which will be quite nice. But also on top of that, we've got lots of activities planned. This is mainly for our people in Discord and things like that, just our community who support us. Just some free activities, get them excited. Jigsaws, dot to dots, stuff like that. We're gonna have 2 hours of music, so we're gonna do like a lo-fi YouTube video, which should be cool. And yeah, there's just an awful lot of tasks that we need to get organised. We have confirmed that we want to do the first DLC for the game the week after launch. I think this is just how we did it for Coloring Pixels, so we don't know what that DLC is going to be. Maybe we'll do some sort of like Patreon poll that we usually do for this one. We've seen some suggestions really. And yeah, we just need to get all this tasked up now and put on Trello, so we know what we're doing. One thing that does kind of suck is that we don't really have enough money for any advertising, so we usually spend a couple £100 on Keymailer advertising just to get lots of like streamers and things making the videos, just to get algorithms going, something to feed them. But we can't afford that this time. We are really quite skint, so that's a shame. And also all of this is assuming that we don't get into Tiny Teams, which is the festival that we applied for, but I think that starts on the 11th, the Monday, so it's literally launch week. If we do get that, then there'll be a demo live for this week as well, for people to try out. But we're just going to proceed as if we haven't got it, because I know the chance of getting in are really slim, so yeah.
Yeah, so I've actually got through quite a lot of Gothic today. I did manage to finish off that tin church image, and I'm really proud of it actually. It was quite complicated to do, there's so much detail in there. Obviously I couldn't incorporate all of it, it is pixel art, but I've got pretty close, and I think it looks pretty good. As for the rest of the day, I have been working on some sort of simple images. I wanted to sort of keep the colour palette down, so I've been working on this one here. This one was quite hard. I thought it would be easy, but sort of getting the sort of layout of the image to work quite well was quite hard. And obviously you've got the Gothic sort of architecture, even putting a little plague doctor there to increase the Gothic vibe, and overall I'm quite happy with it. I think I'll probably come back to it and make changes eventually, because there's a few things that still stick out to me, but I'll get around it to eventually. at the end of the day, I'm doing a little image. Well, I say it's little. It's 130 by 100, but I'm doing a bit of a Gothic statue. So hopefully this will look pretty cool. I'm going to put in like a creepy woods area and, you know, try to keep in that sort of architecture to keep that Gothic vibe. So this one's still going to take a little while, but hopefully it won't take too much longer. It's been pretty simple so far.
It's been another day of making Hexseed levels. Steady progress so far. But Rob has just made a build for the first few levels in the actual game, so I'm going to go ahead and get those screenshots and get the store page sent off as well, because getting that done early is better, so we can start getting some wish lists and views on the page.
Yeah, it'll probably get picked up on the mic. Guys, it's Friday and it's really hot.
Friday. The heat wave. But yeah, thanks for getting in the video. As of this video coming out, it will be the Woloop DLC release, I believe. So make sure you check that out. State Lines, is it next week? Hopefully it is. Lost track of what day it is. Other than that though, obviously we have Coloring Voxels still live on the store page. Make sure you check it out. Add it to your wish list if you haven't already. Patrons have early access as well, so if you want to check it out, the link's below for that. And other than that, just Coloring Voxels Gothic, which Jack's working on. Not ready yet, but the store page should be live. If you want to check it out.
Yeah, thank you to all our Patreon members, our Discord members, and it'll be stream week next week. So everyone who joined the stream, thank you very much for turning up and keeping me company.